Good morning everybody, this is Carol from TopazMoon Design. I thought I would do a video today about making a simple pearl necklace with gold beads in between and a matching pair of earrings, and just a way of chatting to my friends who I've made on the Reddit board. So I'm going to be using this gold plated sterling silver clasp set with a moonstone. It goes quite well with the black iridescent pearls. They're not great quality, but now I made a couple of mistakes in my last video. I alluded to someone in the YouTube sphere, niche sphere, shall we say, aiming to get 100 subscribers. She's actually aiming to get 100,000 subscribers while I have 24. Amazing. Also, the necklace that I made as a custom order was not the necklace that I made in that video, this one here, but a completely different one. I received a message from a previous customer who wanted me to match a bracelet. I'll show you the bracelet. I only have it in my messages. You have to bear with me because I'm not a great videographer. I beg your pardon, this is just a bit tedious. So the gentleman sent me some photos. Here they are. And wanted a matching necklace as a present. And this is what I sent him, some progress photos. And the finished necklace. So not that one. That one was the custom order, which inspired me to keep going, and I made that one. And today I'm going to make something completely different. A single strand black pearl necklace with matching earrings. And so let's commence. I'm just going to have to periodically check that everything is in shot and I'm not obscuring the camera with my perpetual turtle hands. That one's for you, Miss Cindy. The running joke that we have about a certain tortoise collector in Las Vegas. Why does she pronounce it Las Vegas, I wonder? And there's another reseller that does that too, and she's also in Las Vegas. It's Los Angeles, and it is Las Vegas. But they both pronounce it Las Vegas, which is very confusing. I'm not even American and I know that. All right. Here we go. I've already cut the length of wire that I think I will need. And as usual, I need a piece of wire that is going to fit comfortably through the small pearl hole twice. What I didn't do is release the pearls from their string. I don't really need the design board today because it's just going to be a straight, very simple pearl metal bead, pearl metal bead design. Couldn't be simpler. And it's the simple pieces that are easier to film because they're not intricate like that triple-stranded custom order one was. Anyway, let's commence. So I've got my gold crimp beads, and I've got a little gold bead to act as my crimp protector, well, just to relieve the tension on the necklace wire. Okay, so I'm going to start with one of those gold beads. And a pearl. I bought these pearls from a supplier called Fire Mountain Gems. I don't know what I called them in the last video, but I think I said Firestone. I got that wrong. Apologies to them. So I have two suppliers, both based in the US, to buy beads and findings and pearls and beads made from semi-precious stones like rose quartz and citrine, etc. There used to be a website called Stone Age Beads for semi-precious. They were fantastic, but they seem to have disappeared into the ether. All right, so I have my little gold crimp bead, which I am going to squash with my pliers, and that holds everything in place. Make sure it's straight. Squash. And yes, that's holding everything in place. And that also takes the place of a gold spacer bead, but I might use another one anyway, just for aesthetic appearances. So here we go. We can pretty much thread at will now. We just have to hide that tail, this tail, under the beads, and then it'll be a simple matter of just stringing pearl, metal, pearl, metal, pearl, metal until we get to the end. I'm going to use up all those pearls. I think it'll come out a nice length. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to get rid of that gold bead. Out you go. My aesthetic idea turned out to be not so aesthetically pleasing. All right, this will be a bit better, I'm sure. Gee, it's been windy in Sydney lately. Apparently all the eastern states and also Tasmania had some fierce winds last night. So I'm shouting out hello to my friends in Tasmania, Janine and Celeste. Now Janine's in Devonport, Celeste is in Hobart. I hope you guys are all right. We had some reports about high winds and electricity down. That would be creepy. I wonder if my friends actually watch my videos. I doubt it. Possibly they all have lives and, you know, better things to do. Okay, I'm not sure how this is filming, whether I've obscured or not, so I'm going to have to take a little bit more extra care. All right, that seems to be in the camera shot. I think I can just proceed now. Pearl, gold, pearl, black and gold looks pretty good together, I think. Yes, yes it does. Fish some of these beads out. Now, a shout out to my friends in New Jersey, again, who I don't always remember to say hello to, but today I do. Cindy and her mum Joan. You know, these videos are for you. You're the only ones really that watch me faithfully and leave comments, but I actually had to tell my sister Tess, this is you. I know you're not really interested in my videos, but if you could just let them play to the end, that would be good. I don't think she does though. She never mentions anything about my videos. I'm sure I bore her to death. Anyway, I'm interested in different things, which is normal. And I also spend a lot of time alone, so that when I do catch up with people, I tend to run off at the mouth. I don't know what to talk about. I have an idea what I want to talk about, but it's a little difficult without naming names. Maybe I should just name names. I don't know. Or as she likes to say, I don't know. I don't know. What are you? Who makes you? I don't know. Leave me a comment. All right, so she's this appalling woman who is a reseller in Las Vegas, and she does these YouTube videos filled with drama, family drama, business drama, home life drama, Chuck E. Cheese drama, put the wrong flavor on my noodles type of stuff, animal dramas, you name it. Just the most chaotic life imaginable. And she films it and puts it out for YouTube consumption with random people on the internet. And she gets very upset if anybody comments on the absurdity of it. So it makes no sense to most of us who don't put our lives on YouTube. Now she's aiming to get to, this is the niche lady. I'm not going to mention her name, but that's the name of her channel, the niche lady. We say niche, she says niche. So I refer to her as Miss Niche. She's dumb as dog shit, really. And she does these thrifting videos where her lack of taste are glaringly obvious, and lack of knowledge, lack of education. And she puts herself out as someone who's helping resellers, like educating them. Oh, you must put your you got to put your hands on it. Sorry about poking fun at the American accent, but us Aussies, our accent comes from our British ancestors. Not me personally, because I come from European blow-ins who came to Australia in 1970, so that's not me. But the Australian accent is predominantly from Anglo-Irish roots. The New Zealand one is predominantly from Anglo-Scottish roots. So that's why their accent is a little bit different. Their vowels are a bit flatter. They say fush and chops, whereas we say fish and chips. American accent is a source of endless fascination and amusement to me. The inability to say O words being one. We say top. Americans say top. Stretch it out to 2 syllables. The way Miss Niche says and lamp, and amongst other words, lamp is a good one. Birds, car, mirror. Sorry, American friends. We find it very amusing. Also, it's caramel, not caramel. It's caramel, all right? There's a separate syllable you guys are missing entirely. Also, the word fillet exists in English. You don't have to say filet. Stock cube. See, that word, those words exist in English. You don't have to say bouillon. These things are an endless source of amusement and fascination for us because it's just absurd. Why would you say it like that? All right. And gas. It's actually a liquid. Petrol. All right, enough American bashing. I'm sure you can all find plenty of things to poke fun up of Australians, like that breakdancer at the Olympics. Oh, the horror, or as you say, the whore. Yeah, the horror. She doesn't represent us, let me tell you. Miss Reagan. I mean, I've seen people breakdancing on the streets. What she was doing was not that. I don't know what the fuck she was doing, but it was not that. It's just an embarrassment. So there's a school of thought saying that she just did it as a prank. But why would you treat the Olympics like a prank? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you have not, Cindy, especially you and Joan, taken offence at me poking fun at the way you guys talk. I know we talk funny too. On Instagram, it's the way we say no. No, no. Yeah. Oh dear. Oops. See, too much talk. I don't know how this is going on camera. I suspect not that great, but it's not too bad. I'll continue. So, this woman, the niche lady, she keeps, I don't know whether they're manufactured dramas or contrived dramas for YouTube because she gets more viewers and therefore more income out of it. But if my life was as messy and chaotic as hers, I would certainly not be filming it for public consumption. I'd be hiding in shame. And the way she treats people, absolutely appalling. She goes through friends like I go through toilet paper. And I'm an old woman who pees a lot. Yeah. Her jewelry knowledge. Now, I love jewelry. I wear jewelry all the time. I rarely leave the house unless I'm putting, unless it's a mercy dash to the shops. I rarely leave the house without my jewelry. And I know a bit about it, not a lot. I don't follow trends. I make what I like to make. I don't always wear the things I make because I make certain styles that just don't suit me. But they're fun to make, they look nice, and I've sold quite a few pieces over the years. Now, I wouldn't be making jewelry if I didn't love it and wear it. I think with anything that you do, be it collect or sell or make, you need to have a love for your subject to do it well. This woman, the niche lady, she used to say things like, oh, I don't wear jewelry, I don't like it, I never wear it. And then suddenly she started buying jewelry and selling it because it's easy to ship. But really, what she buys is, she's changed a little bit. She's upped her game a little bit. She met this woman called Hudson Vintage, another YouTuber, another grifter, and they became instant besties. Well, why wouldn't they? And, well, Hudson's jewelry is completely different to the garbage that Niche was buying. She would go and buy just a string of like stone chips and say, oh, Dan will really love that. Dan. So Oh, there's another pronunciation. When Ms. Nitch pronounces the name Don, as in short for Donald, and the name Dawn, as in her friend's name, it sounds the same. Darn. I think we're getting towards the end of our necklace here. She also doesn't have a table. Now, this is ridiculous that I know so much about her. I watch a lot of YouTube people. Not a lot, but I have my regular channels that I watch. One guy, Mark Weens, he travels the world eating with his wife, Ying, and his son, Micah. I know Ying is a Thailand national. I know they spend half their time in Thailand and the other half in the US, where his family lives. And I know his mum is also Asian. I don't know whether she's Thai or Vietnamese or something, but his father is like from Austrian or European, definitely European heritage. And that's all I know about them. And that's all I need to know about them. The man has 10 million subscribers on his channel. 10 million subscribers. I can't imagine. That is pretty much double Sydney's population. And Miss Nitch is aiming for 100,000. Now, of the 100,000 odd subscribers, she's got about 98,000, something like that. The number of views of her videos is averaging about 30,000. So I'm not sure whether her income derives from subscriptions or whether actual views. You need to have views. I think this necklace is good, the length now. I think I'm going to end it here. So we need crimp, pearl, and pyramid bead. So yeah, I don't know whether it goes on views or subscriptions, but that's a great big chunk of her subscribers who just don't watch her videos. A lot. I don't know what that says. She couldn't possibly be making an income from reselling. Her methods are truly madness. All right, I think we're good here now. Look. We're just going to attach that and crimp it closed, and make a matching pair of earrings. And as we say, Bob's your uncle. Might remove that. Might make it a little bit easier to handle. The end stages of this necklace. Now we're going to feed this through. The beads, it's already gone through. I don't need to feed the whole tail through, but a lot of it would be good. It gives it a little bit more stability. Gee, my eyesight's not that great these days. I hope this video isn't too boring. I guess it would just appeal to a certain demographic of people. People who like jewelry and like watching it being made. People who follow that particular Reddit board. The Niche Lady reaction. There, I mentioned it. Names. Just a couple more beads. And then I will pull the tail through and crimp it shut. Right. Try not to mess it up like I just very nearly did. Now the crimp bead is here, and I'm just going to squish it shut with the pliers. little tail bit off. And that turned out quite well, actually. I really like that. I'll quickly make a little pair of earrings for it. So I'll use the necklace wire. This is going to be interesting. Now, where was I? I am also, as some people might know about me, a reseller of vintage homewares and decor and art and books, etc., etc. And that came from basically from collecting. I'm going about this the wrong way. I need a piece of wire. I'm going to stop this video now and I'll do the earrings as a separate one because this is already 26.5 minutes long.